Good morning and happy Mother's Day. Today is Mother's Day, honoring if you are a mom, we're a mother, maybe you are in all different walks of your life and we are honoring you today. Maybe you are honoring someone that has left the earth and gone up to heaven, and we are with you guys today. So I'm here again. I hope you enjoyed the other video that we did. And again, all of my videos are going to be nice and easy, steady, some stretching, just getting you into the rhythm of moving. So today, if you are comfortable on the floor, that's great. If you're not yet, that's okay. You can work your way down to the floor. I'm going to use this little cushiony because we're actually going to do the first part of our practice on the ground. I'm using this because I'm actually going to be on my knees for the first part. But again, it's where you're comfortable at. So if you want to be on your knees, if you want to be on your butt, whatever you want to do, we are here together. We're going to do this. So we're going to come to a seated, still position. Really focus on where you're at today, how you feel in your body. We're going to breathe in through our nose and out through our mouths. And we're going to get into a steady rhythm with our breath. See if you can really quiet your mind. Meditation is a great thing to practice, and I really incorporate that into my yoga, stretching. Notice the sounds around you. I can hear my clock ticking, my fish tank dripping, which is so calming to me, and my coffee pot hissing. And sometimes Zoe snoring. Really take it all in, my friends. And when you feel ready, begin to flutter the eyes open. And if you are downward gazing, kind of roll those eyeballs. Really roll the shoulders back and forth. Maybe curl forward and then push back where it hurt a little crack. Really open up and continue to recognize that breath rhythm. Maybe it speeds up, maybe it slows down. Yoga practice is also about recognizing your breath. All right, so we are going to take a nice deep breath in. We're going to take the left palm up, reach it up and over. And again, if you're only meeting me at a goalpost, that's okay. Going up and over and just hold. We're going to get a nice straight angle all the way up. And bring it back down. I just heard Zoe sigh, so I know I'm doing okay. Bring it back up. Kind of hold it nice and engage those fingers like you're reaching for the sky. And bring it back down. Now we're going to take the opposite hand, palm up. Inhale and bring it up. And again, if you're meeting me here, I'll do it with you. One last breath in. And bring it down. Maybe wiggle those fingers a little bit. Sometimes my fingers get a little stiff. Roll those wrists. The other thing too to notice, at least I notice in my yoga practice, is sometimes my wrist can get sore. And that just happens. So I always try to be mindful of that. So if my wrists are sore, then I'm not going to do as much on my wrists, and that's okay. That's my slogan, is that's okay. All right, so now we're going to bring it up again. We're going to bring our arms back up one at a time, but we're going to try to do that cow face pose that we are doing the back behind the shoulder, because we did that the other day. I said yesterday, and I think it's really good for the chest to open up in the back as well, the upper shoulder. So when you feel ready, we're going to lift the left arm up, and if you feel ready, try to put it behind your shoulders. For a deeper stretch, we're going to take the right hand behind, and we are going to wiggle the hands, and if they don't touch, that's okay. And just stay here for a moment. And release. Nice and slow, back down to your positions. We're going to take the right arm up, and we're going to take it behind the shoulder. Notice how this part of your arm feels. Usually this is tight for me. And we're going to take that left arm behind and try to wiggle. And breathe in and out. And out. And release. Notice how you're feeling. Because I don't know if you did the other practice, but if you did, just see how you're feeling. If you're feeling tight, try to keep rolling. If there's a pose that you feel like you can't do, that's okay. Maybe come back down and just do some stretching. This is my favorite. And you release. So if there's something that you feel like your body just can't right now at this moment, that's okay. Just do some more shoulder stretching, okay? All right, so now I'm gonna switch down to my bottom. And we're gonna meet in a seated position. Let me actually back up because I wanna make sure you guys can see me on the camera. Meet in a nice seated position. We're going to do some hip openers a little bit. So once we are seated here, take a nice deep breath in and let it out. When you feel ready, we are going to extend the legs one at a time. Wiggle those toes. Mine are cracking, mine are saying good morning, hello. And we're going to lift the sit bones and try to get nice and seated. Okay. Once you're in a nice position, we're going to take those fingers and we're going to slowly walk them out. Just as far as you can go. And honestly, this morning, guys, this is about as far as I can go. And you're just going to breathe in and breathe out. For a deeper stretch, we're going to tuck the chin closer to the chest. And just hold. One more deep breath in and out. Nice. Now we are going to do some twists again, like we did the other day. We're going to take that right leg and we're going to lift it over the left. We're going to sit nice and tall. Imagine that string coming all the way to the sky. And we're going to take that right arm and we're going to put it behind. And we're going to take that left hand and we're really going to try this time to engage the left hand. We want to engage it because we want those fingers to stay powerful. We want to keep that energy flowing up towards the sky. And we're going to sit nice and tall. And we're going to lift our chests up and breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. One more time, in and out. And slowly lower. Uncross. cross. And we're gonna take that left leg, cross it over the right. I already feel it in my hip. Whew. We're gonna take that left hand and we're gonna twist it behind the back. We're gonna take that opposite hand and cross it over that knee and really try to lift up to the sky. Engage those fingers, reach them up, 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 up. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out. One more time, in and out. Good job. We're gonna release everything nice and slow to the ground. Maybe actually take those knees, bring them into your chest, and give them a nice hug. We're gonna cross the hands together and we're gonna curl the chin down to the chest. And this I like to just call, I'm giving myself a hug, but I'm also stretching my back. And breathe in and breathe out. We're gonna release those knees and see how my feet are now close together. You're gonna take those feet, you're gonna push them together. And if you can only open maybe to this is okay. Maybe it's this, maybe it is more this, maybe you're more advanced and you can even bring it even closer. Find a comfortable position for yourself this morning, okay? Once we have the knees kind of pushing out towards the outer walls, we're going to take those fingertips and we're going to walk them out. And we're just gonna hold. Some folks may only be able to get to this point. Some folks may only be able to get to this point. Maybe you're all the way folded over, and that is fine, is where you are at this morning. Great. And slowly bring it back up. Very good. Release those legs. I may have to switch my yoga mat a little bit because I want to get in a position where you guys can see me. Because we're going to do some things on our back. All right, so once you guys are ready, we're going to come all the way down to our backs in a nice flat Shavasana pose for a second. All right, and you're going to just breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. I want you to take the right leg and I want you to prop it up, and I want you to take the left leg, lift it up. This time we're going to take the right leg and we're going to take it onto the outer knee. Just hold there for a second. Notice how you feel. And take those hands, wrap it around the left leg. We're going to engage that foot almost like you're pressing it up against the wall. And you're just going to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And when you feel ready, release slowly and mindfully. Bring those knees to the floor. I usually try to do about 3 phases of breath throughout each pose. Let's hug those knees. Maybe do a little rock to the side. Give those knees a nice little love. And then bring it down. We're going to now take that left leg. We're going to lift it up. We're going to lift that right leg. So we're doing the same pose, but on the opposite side. So we're taking that left knee, we're taking it around the right knee, taking those hands, and we are pulling, engaging that foot almost like you're pushing it up against the wall. And breathe. Legs apart a little bit at a time. And now we're gonna hug those knees to ourselves again because we love ourselves. I love me. I love myself. Really wrap those legs nice and close to your body. And we're gonna bring those legs stretched out. Are we tight? Are you feeling a little bit looser? How are we feeling today? We're gonna notice. We're gonna take the legs down. We're gonna take that right knee, okay? Twist that ankle around, roll it around. Maybe go the opposite way. Just get that ankle moving. Maybe wiggle the toes. We're gonna take that right knee. We're going to take the left hand and we're going to take that knee and we're going to slowly cross it over to just about as far as you can go. We're going to take that right arm, the opposite arm, and we're going to twist it and reach the gaze over to the right side. This is a nice twist. And just breathe in and out. Notice how the twist feels this morning. Release all of the parts. Bring that right leg back down. We're going to take that left leg, take that left knee, cross it over as far as you can go. Take that opposite arm, reach it out, and then we're going to gaze over the left shoulder. And just stay here in this position. This is a nice twist, really nice hip opener. Once more, and let it out. We're going to take those legs back down, take the arms back down. We're just going to pause for a moment and just take some breaths, take some time. This is a slow movement practice. We're now going to engage the core and the lower back. We're going to come into what's called the bridge pose. Okay? We're going to try to take our feet, try to plant them firmly close to your hips. We're going to take those arms down and we're going to lift the hips up to the sky, up to the sky. We're going to see if we can almost imagine the belly button pulling us up. And breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. One more time in and out. Bring it down. Good job, guys. Oh my gosh, that one's a tough one. It's really, really good for the core and the lower back. Take a pause, breathe in and out. Once more, guys. We're going to lift. Now you can almost cross your hands, put your fingers interlaced and pull up if you want a deeper stretch. Try to pull those shoulders together. And release. We're going to sit up. See if you can slowly sit up. I know, getting up from that down pose is very interesting to me. Okay, so we're gonna go now into something called the boat pose. I'm gonna take my water. Hydration is important, my friends. Okay. We're gonna have the sit bones nice and on the ground, nice and grounded. We're gonna take the knees together, put the feet together, and we are going to lift. Are we ready? If you need to do one foot at a time and really pull yourself up, that's fine. But eventually, you're gonna be able to lift the arms up. So again, this is brand new to you. Take your time, follow me. We're just gonna go with it, okay? So 1 foot at a time, And you're really gonna engage the core in this. So you're really trying to sit up nice and lifted. We're gonna pull the hands out, palms up. We stay here. We breathe. And breathe out. Bring it down. Nicely done, guys. I'm gonna rock a little bit because that one engages me. Engages my core, engages my thighs. I can feel it. Ooh. Let it out. We're gonna do this once more, okay? And again, I really only do like about 3 breaths per pose, okay? We're not trying to get anything to hurt, just to get a movement going. We're gonna lift 1 foot at a time, bring your legs up, and we come out. Stay nice and lifted. If you wanna try to bring your legs all the way up, you can. You can come back down. Bring down. Good job. Hug your knees. Oh, I love you, body. All right, so now we're gonna move. I love this position. Hold this for a second. So we're gonna move back onto our knees. Let's see, I'm gonna see if I can get this. So you guys can see me. All right. Move on to the knees. We're gonna come into a camel pose, okay? So, what we're gonna do is we are going to lift up, okay? Lift up. We're gonna plant those toes on the ground. We're gonna take our hands and only do this if you feel like you want to try to expand your yoga practice a little bit. If you don't, that is okay. Stay seated. Maybe do some slight stretching. Maybe just watch. We're gonna take the one hand, bring it down to the one heel, and then the other, okay? So here we go. This is a chest and a hip opener. And we're gonna lift. Really imagine your belly being pulled up to the sky. We release. Come back down. Take a nice deep breath in. And out. We're going to take the knees wide and we're going to come down into a child's pose for a nice little rest. Okay? So follow me. We're going to take those hands out and we're going to reach them out. We're going to come down into a camel pose. I'm sorry, I said camel pose. I was on the camel pose. This is the child's pose. I apologize. I was on camel pose before. And one more breath in and out. Bring it back up. We're going to take those knees together and we're going to come onto all fours. Just like the other day, we're trying to engage that tabletop type of position. I want you guys to get comfortable with the cat-cow because that is really great to engage almost every day, every other day. It's just good to get that movement going throughout your body. So we're going to come into that tabletop position and we're just going to notice the flatness of our back. We're trying to bring the forehead almost like you're pushing it out towards the wall. The toes are curled under and we're breathing in and we're breathing out. Now we're going to do some cat-cow. So we're going to reach as we inhale, curl that back, reach that up to the sky. And then we're going to exhale and round the back and push those hips towards the wall. And then we're gonna round and then come back down. Really get into your own rhythm here. You can follow me if you want, but see if you can get into your own rhythm. It may be in sync with mine, you never know. And breathing out. One last time each. And breathing out. How you feel? I love cat and cow. All right, so I do not want to hit my guitar, so I'm gonna move up a little bit. We're gonna do some outer extensions, okay? Opposite extensions. So we're gonna take that left leg, we're gonna kick it out, okay? We're gonna take that right arm and we're gonna lift it straight out, engage those fingertips. And we are here just for a few breaths. With help with balancing poses, see if you can pick a spot that isn't moving and see if you can focus on it. And breathe out. Bring it down. Maybe move those hips a little bit, sway it a little bit. And then we're gonna take the right leg and we're gonna kick it out. I don't wanna hit my guitar. And then we slowly lift the left arm. Again, pressing that foot almost like we're pressing it against the wall. Engage that foot. Nice and strong, guys. And bring it down. Good job. We're gonna come back into child's pose just to rest for a second. Now again, in child's pose, you can bring the legs together or you can bring them out. Sometimes I like to bring them out. Depends on how I feel. And you're gonna lower. Just pause here for a minute. We're almost done, guys. You're doing great. And then slowly, when you feel ready, bring it back up. We're gonna be engaging in a little warrior 1 and a warrior 2. Okay? So we are going to take that left leg, we're gonna lift it out, lift it up, and then we are going to bring it all the way through. All right, so now we're almost in like a little lunge, okay? Little lunge. I'm gonna be bringing you into warrior 1. This is a beautiful, beautiful pose that you feel nice and open. Maybe you stay here today. Maybe you lift those arms up to warrior 1. You can even try to bend back even more. Then we bring it down. Take that foot and push it back for runner stretch. Lift the toes up to the ceiling and bring it back. Slowly take that left leg back and bring it down. We're gonna do the same thing, guys, but on the other side. Take that right leg, don't hit your guitar. We lift it back, we lift it up, and we bring it through. Here we go. Into a lunge. You want that knee to be almost over your ankle a little bit. You can keep that knee down. This is just about movement today, guys. Really lift those hips towards the wall. When you feel ready, you can lift those arms up. Thank you, God, for this day. Drop those shoulders. Try not to clench up. And then bring it down slowly. Come back to tabletop. We're going to take the knees together And then we're going to swing them out and come back down to the floor for Shavasana. Final resting pose. We're going to go all the way down to the floor. You can put your palms up. You can put them on your tummy if you want. Whatever is comfortable today. The final resting pose is to really just come all the way back down to earth. Ground yourself throughout your practice. This is a great practice, guys. I'm so glad to be here with you guys today. It's kind of fun, actually, to invite others into my yoga practice. Take a few more breaths here. We're going to take the arms, we're going to stretch them all the way out. Reach those toes, reach everything nice and long, and then bring those hands together in prayer pose, and then take those thumbs and bring them to the third eye, and then to our mouths, and then to our hearts. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope that you find this helpful. Namaste and happy Mother's Day.